Sure, but I'm not feeling 100%. So I'm not whipping out the whiteboard for this. I'll just basically explain it. So if my theory about the radio tower dispersing the mind flare is correct, then it wouldn't exactly disappear. It would kind of like diffuse. Think of it like slowly infiltrating. So now you have to think back to like the structure of the show. And the show has pretty consistently implied mind and time kind of work together, but they also actively affect one another. Okay, so before I continue with the rest of this theory, you should know that in the 1980s, television was literally transmitted as radio waves. So those like tall radio towers that we're assuming it is are simultaneously transmitting radio and television. And we're watching this on televisions. Okay, you're still with me? If the mind flare is infecting us, not just the characters, our symptoms wouldn't be physical. They'd be more perceptual, obviously, because we are perceiving the story. So think of it as like things will start to feel off, things are starting to feel like they're missing. We've been kind of picking up on that. That's the whole kind of purpose of conformity gate. For us, we have to think what is missing. The only logical conclusion would be time. Think of it this way, if the characters' minds and stories are being affected inside sort of like the narrative, our experience of time is what's getting disrupted. Think like delays, gaps, waiting, kind of just like the feeling that something should already be there, but it isn't. So now I'm going to bring you back to the first video that I ever posted about Stranger Things, and I was talking about a wrinkle in time. And if you understood that concept, what you kind of took away from that was that when there's a wrinkle, things can look different depending where you are, but they're also still happening in parallel. Nothing's really gone per se, it's just kind of like out of alignment. If the characters are going to eventually either like tap back into their memories or slowly start to receive them, that can be translated and correlated into us slowly receiving our time back. And that's my infection theory. If it's infecting the characters in a certain way, we as the viewers are also being infected. It's why the radio tower made a lot of sense to me. We all just assume it's the radio station. But in the 80s, if the tower is transmitting radio and television, and if inside the show it's transmitting radio, who's to say that it's not affecting our television?